One question I've been getting all the time is, Daniel, how do you stay motivated? In fact, last week I was at a conference in Michigan and somebody asked me this question. And so I want to address it by sharing with you 5 of my secrets that helps me to really stay motivated. Because in this world, there's a lot of things that can get you down. And I want to help you to either avoid some of those things or to be attracted to some of those things that inspire you, that really motivate you to catapult yourself into a higher level of success. So listen up. The first tip is to avoid failure. There's so many different things that promote failure on all different levels. For instance, I'm a huge basketball fan, and there's something called shacking a fool, where they make fun of 5 players every single night, and it's really a shame because these players put in so much time and energy, but yet they're showing their failures all the time. Now, it's a big money maker for the companies that run that show, but if you're studying things like this all the time, it's not really going to help you. Or for instance, let's say you're watching a movie and you see all these people stumbling, all these people tripping up, these people falling, making a ton of mistakes. And you're thinking to yourself, why am I watching this movie? Am I really gonna commit 2 hours to watching all these failures? Next thing you know, after 2 hours, you already seen 300 mess ups, and even though you got a couple of laughs out of it, you just studied failure, and therefore you might be producing failure results afterwards. So the key here is to avoid failure at all costs. On the internet, there's so many things that you see. There's videos, there's movies, there's music. There's so many different things. You gotta really watch out if you want to stay motivated. The second tip is to avoid negative conversations. There's so many people that have negative words coming out of their mouth every single time. I was at the store the other day and had my wife sign the credit card, and they say, oh, women are smarter, they take care of that stuff anyways. I had to completely reject it because that is not how I run my life. You've got to be in control of these conversations if you want to stay motivated. Now, there's a lot of times where people make slick remarks. They're very subtle, and sometimes you can't catch them. But they'll say something like this, well, men make all the money, or women are smarter, and this may or may not be true in certain cases, but we really have to discern the difference and understand what we're dealing with here. We have to face the truth, and we have to overcome our negativity and our prejudices against certain people and cultures. The third tip is to study inspirational people. There's a lot of people that ask me, well, Daniel, who are your mentors? Who is your humanly figure that is guiding you, that's helping you? And to tell you the truth, besides my team that I currently work with, it's actually the books that I read. The people that I study, the autobiographies that I read, the history, context, and all the things that I encounter really help me to understand and really be motivated into reaching my highest goals. What about you? Make a list of 20 of the most inspirational people you can ever think of. People that you can actually meet, people that you can have a conversation with, people that you can eventually become like if you understand who they are and borrow some of their characteristics until you become that kind of person. The fourth tip is to block negative people. Now, personally, I've reached millions of people, and I can tell you that on every social media account, there's going to be somebody that says something negative. There's going to be someone that has the wrong idea. There's going to be someone who thinks they're right and you're wrong. But what we have to do is really block these people. We can't really give them a chance to infiltrate our garden. We have to grow the things that we have to get the things that we want. And we really have to take care of our environment. If we're studying negative comments and negative content, then it's never going to help us. So we have to learn how to block these people and never let a chance of letting them get into our lives. So my question for you is there somebody on your social media account that's trying to hold you back? I remember one time there was a guy that always commented on my articles, and he would always nitpick everything that I was writing about. And one day I just said to myself, you know what, I gotta block this guy. Because even though he's reading my articles, which is great, he's making negative remarks every single time. And it was a bold decision, but it was something I had to do. So think about yourself, and on every social media account, think about that one person that you really need to block and go and do it now. Never hesitate, make it happen right now. Now this actually leads into my 5th point, which is to avoid negative comments. When you study celebrities or sports or news of any kind, you'll see that on the comment section there's so many people that have different opinions, they have different perspectives, and they're always trying to add in a little salt to the wound. You have to avoid this at all times. You've got to remember that there's always somebody in their underwear making negative comments. Look, you can't please everyone, and there's going to be someone that's always criticizing, someone that's always hating, and when you click the comment section, you're going to find it. Now you might be thinking, you know what, well, sometimes I learn about things I won't learn any other way, but I'm telling you it's not worth it. What you really got to think about is what you're studying can really control your life. If someone is saying something good within a negative context, you might learn something, but it's not really helping you to stay positive. It's really prohibiting your motivation and stopping you from growth. So when it comes to reading the comments, just avoid doing it altogether. Just study the video, just read the article, just do whatever you can to avoid it, click out, and make sure that you avoid reading the comments at all costs. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it, even though it's going to be hard. In summary, in order to stay motivated, make sure you start reading more inspirational material. Start studying more inspirational, motivational content, and avoid the negativity. Avoid the naysayers. Avoid the critics and the skeptics and the people that are so involved with the negative aspect of life. Once you start to embrace positivity, you're going to get positive results. That's how it always works. But more importantly, you have to take action. So it's good to learn about all these positive things, but taking action is going to be your first key to getting the success that you want. Thanks for watching this video, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. Now that you're motivated, make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you stay in touch because I have 2 videos coming out every week at least. So I'll see you next time.